Good morning, lobster heads. It's the 1st of June, and over there behind all that fog is the dawn of a brand new crayfishing season. Righto folks, it's Saturday the 1st of June, the opening day of crayfishing season. I've come here to the exact same spot that I went crayfishing on opening last year. The crayfishing wasn't great, but I got a few here last year. The river here looks better than the spot that I wanted to go. There's quite a bit of water pushing through the other spot that I had in mind, so I thought I'll come back here to the same spot. If I catch 4 or 5 like I did last season, I'll be happy. It's foggy. This time last year when I was here, we had a white frost. This year we've got a thick fog. Who knows, next year we might have both. We might have a frog, a frost and a fog. Reddit, 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 Reddit. What a cold, foggy morning. Righto, cray net number 1. My first cray net for the current season. It's a bit of a dodgy throw actually. I'm out of form. I just about threw myself in the river when I threw that in then. Anyway, it is in. Righto, cray net number 2. In. Okay, net number 3. Do your thing. Net number 4. Now I've got half a lamb's fry in each net, which isn't a huge amount of bait, but it should be enough. This green cord is not good for crayfishing. It tangles, and if you're crayfishing all day, it actually gets really hard on your hands. You're better off to use some kind of a thicker rope. Alright, put that around there. I reckon I'll give the nets half an hour the first time. I'll give them half an hour now and see how that goes. If there's none in the nets, then I'll give them an hour the second time. Rightio, now I said I was going to give these nets half an hour. It hasn't quite been that long. I reckon it's been probably 10 minutes. I'm impatient. I just can't help it. I was born that way. Ugh. If I don't catch anything now, I'll be giving them a lot longer. Right, first net, fail. How good is it? How good is this? It is dead calm. Absolutely awesome. Right, what about net number 2? I reckon I caught my biggest crayfish last season in this net. There was one under it. There was one hanging underneath it. I'm hoping that I can slow the video footage down and crop in and we might see, but there was a little weenie one, it looked like, hanging under the net. And you can actually see his claw marks in the meat. Oh, almost had one. I've had my first near crayfish experience for the year. Rightio, net number 3. Will there be one underneath the net? No, but there'll be one in the net. Ha ha, little one. My first Murray crayfish for the season. Come on, buddy, let go of the meat. Shit, he's nearly got my finger. Right, there we go, folks. The first Murray crayfish for the season. Now, if you're watching this from America or from somewhere else in the world, you might think that is huge, but that's actually small and very undersized. He's got to be, I'll try and show you, he's able to get his claws a long way back, this crayfish, maybe because he's smaller. The minimum size I think is 10 centimetres from the eye to the back of the carapace length. That's only probably about 6, so that's way undersized. Now, I actually haven't brought a tape measure with me today, I forgot, but that's okay because I'm probably going to practice catch and release today anyway. I love these things. I'm going to get a quick photo. Now, when I say the minimum size is 10 centimetres, always check your rules. this video might be on YouTube for years and the rules can change various times. So always check the rules to make sure you're up to date. Righto, mate. Little cray, see ya, mate. Now, I learnt last year when craying in this spot not to put that net back in until I check this second net. Because I just reckon throwing the net in could just scare anything that might be in this net out. That was snagged then, but it's off now. Oh, a big one, look. Now that is a big cray. And look, that's in berry, you see that? She's got eggs. A beautiful big crayfish with eggs. In berry, as they call it. Now, if you didn't know this already, a female crayfish is called a jenny. That is a jenny. That is probably smack bang in the legal size at a guess. But because she's got eggs, she's not legal at all. There's nothing legal about her. She must go back into the water. I'm going to get a quick photo. Put your claws down, love. I'm going to get a photo. She's probably protecting her eggs. Like any good parent. There we go. How about that? How about that? I can't get right down the bank there, but what I am going to do is just put her here and let her walk her own way down rather than throw her in. There you go, love. Oh, there she goes. It's a much less fall from down there than what it is if I throw her from up here while she's got eggs, so she'll be fine. Well, off to a good start. The nets have only been in 10 minutes and I've already caught 2. I've got string everywhere here. I don't know how this is going to go when I throw the net back in. Now I'm using lamb's fry for bait, which is, in case you don't know what that is lamb liver. The reason I say that is because last time I used lamb's fry, I got a lot of comments in the comment section of my videos from confused people wondering what lamb's fry was. Some actually thought it was testicles. I think if they were testicles, I'd just call them lamb nuts. Righto, we've got 2 on the board. Off to a great start. Let's give them half an hour this time, if my patience allows me to do that. You ripper. Rightio, folks, time for round 2. When I put that last net in over there before, I said I'd give them about half an hour, and I haven't. But I have given them about 20 minutes, which is an improvement on last time. They only had about 10 minutes. Alright. I don't reckon I'm going to catch anything in this net today. I don't know why. It's just, I don't know. I don't like where it is for some reason. Problem is, it's shallower there. It's only about probably 3 or 4 feet deep there. Whereas as I move down here towards this net, I'm in much deeper water. I'm in 6 or 7 feet just here and nice and close to the clay bank. I really like the look of this net. And that's why, because there's crayfish here. Another one, another little one. You little ripper. Alright. That's cray number 3. Murray crayfish, spiny Murray crayfish, known scientifically as Spikius crayfishius. I love these things, they are just so cool. I actually completely forgot to bring a tape measure with me today. I know for a fact he's not even half the legal size. See you later, mate. Oops. He grabbed hold of the grass as I threw him down. You'll be fine. The reason I'm kicking this tree is because I've got to actually hold it like this to climb down for a bit of balance. And when I came here earlier, I grabbed hold of it and it just dumped water all over me. So now I give it a bit of a kick to get the water off before I grab hold of it. Alright. This feels very heavy. There's a cray in here. I'm making a call. That is exactly why I do not like to say when a net feels heavy. Alright, I'm saying nothing this time. Not saying a word. There you go. Look at that. Nothing in the 2 best nets. Is it time to check the nets yet? 8:27. It's only been 10 minutes, 9 minutes. Rightio. They've had half an hour. I kid you not. 8:50. They have had a bit over half an hour. Patience is improving on my behalf. Right, net number 1. The one that I said isn't going to catch any crayfish today. I'm going to leave that out until I check this one. Then I'll put them both back in together. Don't know, I'm just not sure about the whole splashing on the water thing. What effect it has. Whoa, here we go. I have a cray. He's undersized, but he's a bit bigger. I'm going to get a quick photo of him for my Instagram story. I love Instagram stories. Right. He's actually getting out. Mate, don't get tangled up in there, you dingbat. Right. Now, as I said a couple of times earlier, I forgot my tape measure, but I still reckon he's quite undersized. At a guess from his eye to his tail, I'd put him, my iometer says he's about 85. He's not even 90 and he's got to be 100. So my iometer is saying that he's still undersized anyway. My phone is ringing and it's a work phone call and I can't answer it right now because I'm just about to get my phone and take a photo. I'll just stand here until it stops ringing so that I can use my phone. From 10 to 1 and she'll be fine with that. They'll be able to try. Sorry, I can't come in and do this shift. I'm actually down the river crayfishing at the moment. Is he? It's the opening week. It's cray opening. Look how much water has already accumulated on this tree since last time I checked this net. Right, it's safe.